Dear students, now let us start with the concept method overloading or overloading methods. In Java, it is possible to define two or more methods within the same class that share same name as long as their parameters declarations are different. In the simple words, two or more methods in the same class are having the same name but that differ in their type signature. Type signature means the number of parameters of the method, the sequence of parameters, and the type of the parameters. Method overloading is one of the ways that Java supports polymorphism. The thing is that one method behaves in two or many forms here. We will see with an example here. Method overloading. Two or more methods have the same name but different argument list. The thing is that two or more methods in the same class are having the same name but they may differ in their type signature of the method. Here you see this is an example here. Class method overloading. Method overloading is the name of the class here. In that class we are going to have the methods. Int add, it takes two parameters. Float add, it takes two parameters of the type float. And double add, it takes three parameters. First parameter is type int and remaining two are the double, and all three are having some of the definition of. Then again one more class we are going to have here, that is a class main class. The class name is the main class here. In that we are having the main method, that is a public static void main. Okay, in this main method we know that always the program execution starts with the main method in Java, so that before calling any method or any variable of any class outside of the current class, we need to create the object of that respective class, so that all the methods int add, float add, double add are there in the different class, that is the class is method overloading, so that we need to call them by creating the object of that class. So that we know that how to create the object, the name of the class followed by the object name, then assignment operator, then new operator, after that the constructor of that class, that is a method overloading, so that all these methods are there in the method overloading class, so that we are going to create the object of that class. So that method overloading reference variable or the object, assignment symbol, new operator, and the method overloading constructor. Then we are going to use the SOP here in order to print the values. SOP, in SOP itself we are going to call the respective methods with the dot operator. How to call the methods? By using the object of that class. So that object is mobj, here we have created, followed by the name of the method which you want to call, that is the add 50 comma 60. This mobj.add 50 comma 60 will going to search the method in the method overloading class. 50 and 60 are integer type values, so that it is going to search the parameters of a method of type integer, and the numbers are 2. 50 and 60 are 2 values, so that first one is going to invoke by this mobj.add caller. so that it is going to assign the value 50 to A and 60 to B. Then it is going to evaluate the A plus B and it is going to return the value to the caller of the method. Then the second is what here, SOP mobj.add 35.3.5f 2.5. There is a floating point variable, so that it is going to invoke this method float add float A float B and return A plus B. It is going to print the value of A plus B. It is going to return to the caller of the method. That is here. The next SOP is a SOP, that is mobj add 10 30.5 10.5. so three values are there. It is going to paste the method which is going to have the three parameters, that is int A double B double C, so that it is going to evaluate the value A plus B plus C and return the resultant value to the caller of the method here, so that all each and every methods are invoked with respect to the number of parameters, sequence of parameters and the type of parameters. So that is a example of a method overloading. So that in the examination we are going to have the question as explain method overloading with an example. So that method overloading means that two or more methods in a class are having the same name, but they may differ in their type signature. Type signature means the number of parameters, the sequence of parameters and type of parameters of the method. And you can give this example for that method overloading. Now let us see the concept of method overriding. Here you see method overriding means that if a subclass is having a method which is same as that of the superclass, then subclass method will override the superclass method. That is going to be called as a method overriding. What is method overriding? If a subclass is having the same method as that of the superclass method, then subclass method will override the superclass method. It is going to be called as a method overriding. Now let us see with an example here. Class A is there and class B extends A. Okay, class A is having the variable int I and constructor int A, int B, and AI is equal to A plus B and one add method SOP sum of A and B plus I. So that these are all the information which is there in the class A, and class B extends A. What is extends? Inheriting the properties of the superclass to the subclass, so that the class B is having the properties of class A plus its own properties. Its own properties are here: int J, constructor B, and it is also having one add method. Yes, here you see subclass B is having the void method, okay, which is also there in the superclass class A void method. So that if this is the situation, then subclass method will override the superclass method. Here you see program execution, class method overriding. In this class we are going to have the main method, public static void main. Then we are going to create the object of the class B. Class B is equal to new B 10 20 30, means here you see the constructor B is there, no, constructor B int A, int B, int C. For A, B, C it is going to assign the values 10 20 30 respectively. Then we know that the constructors are going to execute at the time of object creation, so that when the program encounters this statement, that is a b new b 10 20 30, then it is going to call the constructor b, then a b c are initialized by the values 10 20 30. Then after that super a comma b, super is going to call the constructor of the super class. So that super class constructor a here, a and b values are 10 and 20. For this a constructor, int a int b, for a and b it is going to assign 10 and 20. I is equal to 10 plus 20 is 30. Then now the value of I is equal to 30. Yes, this has happened when you are going to create an object here. After that we are going to have the b dot add method, b dot add. Then we are going to call the add method. We know that class b is having the two add methods. One add method is of the super class, one add method is of its own class, so that both are having the same name. Then it is going to be happen the method overloading. The preference goes to the subclass method, so that the subclass method is going to execute. It is going to override the superclass method, so that b dot add is going to invoke the method of the subclass, that is this one, void add. Then in the void add method we are going to have the super dot add. Super dot add is going to call the superclass add method, so that it is going to call this method. Here we are going to print the value of I, that is going to be 30. So here you see the sum of a and b is 30 here. After that we are going to have one more statement here, system dot out dot println sum of a and b, a b and c is plus j, so that it is going to print the sum of a plus b plus c is equal to j, that is j is 60. 10 plus 20 plus 30 is 60. So that it is the example of the method overriding. Method overriding nothing but subclass is having the same method as that of the superclass, then subclass method will overriding the superclass method, and after that you can write this as an example for that explanation. Yes, thank you students.